Today, we're going to go ahead and troubleshoot the electrical charging system on the Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. So I was riding the Harley the other day on the highway. My battery light came on and the volt gauge dropped to 10 volts, or roughly around there. So we have a problem with the charging system. Make sure the battery is good, and I'm going to double check my charging system with a multimeter or voltmeter. So we're going to take the voltmeter, set on 20 volts, and see what we have for power here at the battery. So the battery's got about 12.68 volts right now. We're going to go ahead, start this bike up, and see if she's actually charging. Right now we're getting about 11.7. Alright, so as you can see, the charging system is really not charging here. Unless I rev it up to about 4,000, now I'm getting about 13 volts. Not how it's supposed to work. We should be getting at least some charge at idle. So let's do a battery check. Just to let you know, the voltmeter on the dash is reading the same. What we're going to do here is check the battery and see if it's good. So right now I'm testing. So battery's at 12.54, 510 amps. I got a good battery. Make sure your battery terminals are clean. If you have to, take them off, wire brush the terminals clean, and then put everything back together. Second step, you're going to have two ground plugs here, right in front of the battery. You want to take these off and make sure your wires are clean and you got good connections on those grounds. If everything looks good, just put it back together. If it doesn't, clean it up and then put it back together. Okay, underneath the bike by the transmission mount on the right side should be a ground for the voltage regulator. Take it off if you have to check it. Make sure it's clean, make sure you got a good ground there, good contact. That one looks really good, so I'm not even going to mess with it. We're going to check the stator. So we have to disconnect the plug so we can do the test on the stator. Alright, so we got both pins into the plug. We're doing an ohms test, and I got 0.2. Anything 0.5 or over means you need a new stator. Alright, now we're going to check to see if the stator is grounded. To check the stator to see if it's grounded out, you put one probe on one pin, and you put the other probe on a bolt on the primary. And that's good. There's no changes. No ohms reading, nothing like that. Check the other side, do the other pin. That's also good. So I know the stator is not grounded out. This plug coming out of the stator, you're going to get AC voltage coming out of here. The rectifier, or regulator, or whatever you want to call it, takes the AC voltage, switches it over to DC, and that's what charges your battery. So right now, we know I got a good stator. It's not grounded out. Resistance between the stator is good. It's less than 0.5. So we're going to do a voltage check. So you're going to set your meter to 200 volts. AC volts. Start the bike up, and then check your plug. See what you got for voltage. So I checked for voltage coming out of the stator, and this is what I'm getting, 3.6 volts. That is not good. At about 1,000 RPMs, you should get at least 16 volts out of that stator. I'm getting 3. So either I have a problem with the stator or I have a problem with the rotor. And that's as far as we're going to go on this diagnostic, because there's no sense in doing the rectifier or regulator at this point in time, because I know the stator is not working. And the thing now is this whole primary has to come off to get access to that. And of course I got to order parts. So if I'm going to be in here to do the rotor and stator, I might as well do everything else while I'm in there, like seals and whatnot that's easily accessed to me while I'm in here. And I'll see you guys on the next video when we tear this apart and get it repaired. Thanks for being here. God bless everybody, and be safe on the road. Bye-bye.